will come out victorious as we once again enter the land of dawn.
Yup, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be game number 2 between Geek Fam versus Mab Esports. Geek Fam currently one game behind coming Mab Esports here, as Mab is looking to scare the 2-0. But based on the rotations here, we are going to be seeing a very aggressive lane cut coming from Geek Fam, knowing that Nelby can protect Arts in this kind of scenarios, and it is going to be a tank-ish Fanny with Petrify on top of it all.
Yeah, now they're going to be ganking Aleph, who's forced to use the Retribution to secure his purple buff. Nelby taking a lot of damage, but now the rest of Mab coming in, and Nelby has no purple buff. He will die, forces the flicker from Ren. First blood going to Mab.
Nicely done coming from Mab, because Nelby, he tried his best to actually run out of the situation, but eventually gets punished for this, and Burpee finally gets his double buff, and Nova is going to be there to give information for Geek Fam. And Mima, oh my goodness, he actually sidestepped that as well. Oh, it is his teammate, my bad.
Okay, looks like Burpee will be able to secure the Little Wanderer as well. So this is a good start to the jungle backs here. A really smart play from Geek Fam overall, cutting the wave in the bottom lane to force Ren into the EXP lane and not allow him to provide backup. Means that Aleph is going to be behind Burpee in terms of farm for now.
Yeah, ZQT's Petrify is going to be a very crucial factor here for them to actually chain stun. So any Petrify while the cable's coming in, and if the cable's a little bit too short, means he is going to be sitting down for half a second for Mab Esports to actually chain stun. So ZQT is going to be having this fast fingers that he chain stun to catch Nelby off guard.
Speaking of Nelby here, he's looking for the gank onto X-Slash. Gonna jump in. X-Slash going for Renner instead. At this point, will be able to walk away just fine because Nelby does not have the purple buff. So he doesn't represent much of a threat at this stage of the game.
This is a little bit of a tough spot because Nelby is trying his best to open up the map, but Nova is always one step ahead, and there's nothing much he can do. Look at this. The amount of suppression coming in from Fanny is like, I don't care. I'm an enchanter that can heal, and while that's actually happening, Geek Fam somehow mysteriously steals the turtle away from Mab Esports despite having the lesser numbers.
Yeah, but we do know that Burpee is ahead of Aleph right now, so it's understandable that the Paquito wouldn't try to contest this, especially since the rest of Mab still need a little time before they can scale up for damage. So Mab, they're okay with giving up a little bit of this early game advantage because they know that they're up against Apaxia, and then they're going to rely on that mid-game scaling to start dishing out some DPS.
Oh, Burpee hesitating if he wants to go in for a dive onto its X-Slash, but if one wrong move comes in, you can see that Matilda is going to zip him out of there. So Burpee not making the moves yet, so that is going to be the full retreat coming from Mab Esports. Meanwhile, middle lane, Arts is going to go in for the rotations. Mab is still not going to make any sort of dives again, and again, 2 games in a row, a very passive approach from Mab as they want to drag this into the middle stage of the game.
But we could say for the same for Geek Fam overall. Besides these aggressive plays in the jungle, they're not quite finding anything, but X-Slash now in a lot of trouble as the 2-man gank finally succeeds.
Oh my goodness, X-Slash fully underestimated the Fanny, and Nelby gets out of there, and ZQT doesn't know that he's there, but if he sets up the combo perfectly, that might have been a done deal for Nelby.
He decided not to use the Petrify there because he wasn't sure if there was anyone in the bush, and his reaction time was a little bit slow. Otherwise, he could have one-shot Nelby with the rough waves, and that means that Geek Fam will avoid losing another member for now.
Yep, Aleph now gonna get scouted out by Arts. He's gonna try and chain up as well. Yip is gonna be there. Meima gonna be able to force him out, but Aleph is gonna escape out of there. So Geek Fam not gonna get an attempt again as Nelby opens up the map. See if that top side is gonna be the point of interest. Nelby will have some protection, and now X-Stage also gonna be wave clearing his way through. But ZQT is secretly hiding the bush in Nelby. He might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes Soaring Eagle. He's gonna go in for the pull. Can he go in for the fight? And it's all by himself, but looks like he's not gonna be able to do so. And the Total Bottom Memories will be enough to chunk him down. So that's a great attack here coming from Lilby as ZQT catches Nelby, and a breath of the ocean is going to take him out. While that's happening, middle lane as well, the Dryad here is going to keep Arts occupied as they go for a very aggressive dive. Aleph now might be losing his purple buff, and yes, he will, unless he steals it away. Nope, he does not. So that's a great response coming from Geek Fam.
Yeah, this is a much better early game performance from Geek Fam overall, as Burpee is now able to really make use of the strengths of this tank jungler. Aleph basically cannot put up a fight at all. He's already 2 levels down on the Baxia, and that is pretty bad for Mab Esports because this is a hero that you want to start snowballing with towards the early game. Even X-Slash up in the gold lane losing out to Lilby simply because of the help he's been receiving from Nelby.
Exactly, X-Slash forced to use an ultimate here to wave clear as well, and that's going to be the tier 1 down potentially, but X-Slash a little bit too hesitant as well. Nelby is going to go before the wall spam. He is going to be forced to flicker as well. Can he get the kill? No, he cannot. And Nelby is going to get dived in, and you can see the attempts from MAB going to be unsuccessful. Quick reactions coming from Nelby.
Now, picking up this Fanny really late into the draft means that MAB doesn't have enough crowd control to deal with it. And Nelby, now that a few minutes more have passed, is starting to really dish out some damage. So his impact on the game is actually quite notable. And X-Slash has to be very careful about it. And maybe forces the lane swap. And now Ren gonna be forced to flicker as well.
Yeah, Ren is gonna be trying his best to clear his way as well, but at the same time, tier 1 still survives. They'll be getting a couple check here, but ZQT, can he get the petrify? Yes, he's gonna go for the combo, and he's gonna get caught out. Great bait coming in from Ren, and that is gonna be Geek Fam's punish there. Arts almost losing his dear lives, but they have to sustain to survive it all. MAB fighting as much as they can, and Ren getting a little bit oppressive here. It's a little bit too low. Mima might actually kill him off. Nope. He is going to be A-okay. Real world manipulation not available yet, but bottom side, Burpee is going to try going for the fight as well, as the Turtles was on is going to be available, and MAB completely baits it out and backs out of this fight.
Have good disengage. Guiding Wind's gonna allow X-Slash to get out to safety. The lane swap working out really well for MAB Esports, as they were finally able to get a pick off onto Lil B in return for the fact that their Beatrix has been ganked so many times. Unfortunately, Lil B succumbing a little bit to temptation up there on the tier 1, thinking that he could chunk out a bit more damage, but still not too much of an issue for Geek Fam as they secure another turtle. X-Slash now going to be ganked by Nelby again.
Oh my goodness, like Nova just does not have the mana to get him out of that sticky situation. They got for a very aggressive play, but this is an Esmeralda, uncontested, has not died yet. That is free farming up on Arts, and he is very difficult to kill as of yet. And they need Alif for this setup, but Alif looking for the combo, but Mima only down to his half HP, and he's gonna get kited around. He needs to make a run for it, and Burpee looking for the setup, but ZQT playing it slow. Looks like he's going to try and make an attempt on the catch, but nope, not going to happen. A run for the ocean is going to happen, but Burpee not going to be able to do too much. But Nelby has been lying in wait, going for the chain stun, and they will get the kill. Ren, however, will get the trade on Mema, so it's going to be a mid for a mid. So nothing super crazy yet. Arts is going to be revealing himself, but he's super tanky. Alif sidesteps his way through, but he is going to be chunked down eventually. KO punch available by Geek Fam. Do they want to go in for an attempt? No, they will not. Full disengage coming in. Well done coming from both teams.
Yep, a 1-for-1 trade overall, but now Lil B going to get some help again, chunking out the bottom tier 1. The amount of damage that Brody does to turrets early on in the game is absolutely ridiculous, and that is what Geek Fam are banking on right now, as Lil B gonna get scouted out. Burpee going for the engage.
Oh, X-Slash taking a little bit too much damage. He's not going to be in the fight for the next couple of seconds here. Geek Fam has the opportunity to secure the middle tower or even more, but looks like they are going to play it safe. Split push, get some more farm up on Lil B as well as Arts before dragging the later stage game. But Arts is level 11. He is going to be very, very difficult to deal with as the game progresses.
Yeah, things are starting to get a bit dicey for Mab Esports, because in terms of late game, Geek Fam actually has a much better scaling, so they have to be very careful. Right now, they need to play off their early game power spike, but Geek Fam has been able to play around them very, very well thanks to this Fanny as well as the jungle Baxia, basically not allowing Mab Esports to get the engagements they're looking for at all.
Yep, this time Nelby is going to secure the purple buff, and we've seen how oppressive he can be, and this is great because as of now, MAB, they're just struggling to fight this, and Alif now going to go for the challenge, but the KO punch, oh my goodness! Alif just completely shuts him down. That is huge. And Geek Fam, they've lost the purple buff and they are at disadvantage here. 4v5, perfect time for the lore. And maybe Esports, are they going to force the issue? But Geek Fam, they're playing it safe. Alif here taking a little bit too much damage, but looks like Arts is trying to stall enough time for Nelby to join in the fight later on. Meanwhile, X-Slash, he's going to get dwelled down by Burpee, but he's all by himself. He doesn't have shield unity. Arts is going to try to make an attempt as well. Alif taking a little bit too much damage, but here comes a perfect Mima combo. Real World Nation catches all of MAB Esports, and they are crumbling to pieces. Arts taking a little bit too much damage. They get the trade, but Red a little bit too low. They have to back off. X-Slash is still alive, but ZQT looking for the setup, but Nova with the heals is coming in, but Nibiru, they're not going to be able to do too much.
A mistake by Mab Esports stacking up and allowing Lil B to get his skill 1 onto 3 members. That is so much damage that they could have avoided. And that is a fight that they were in a position to win because they had already taken out Nelby beforehand. But because of this singular misplay, Geek Fam secured the Lord and things are now looking really bad, especially for Mab Esports because Arts, out of all the people, is becoming unkillable.
Yeah, this is very difficult to fight here, and without the blocks here, without anything to actually stop the regeneration coming from him, it is going to be that much difficult. Ren has played his best, but there's only so much a Belleric can do, and in the hands of Arts, he means no damage whatsoever. However, from the side of Lil B, he's doing a fantastic job setting up all these rotations here. Likewise coming from Mema for the catch-up as well, so well done indeed coming from Geek Fam.
Yeah, Fam now at 2.5k net worth ahead of Mab Esports. A much smaller gap than we saw from Mab in game number 1. But if we consider the picks overall and the scaling that both teams have, this is very bad for Mab.
Indeed, the Lord is going to be knocking as well as Geek Fam tries to drag this as a close out this game and tie the series. Mab, they cannot afford to lose this game, knowing that there is a lot of points on the line. ZQT reverse position, but he's going to catch Mema.
Oh.
But the Purify from Mema is going to get him out of there. So Mab, they're not going to be able to do too much, but Burpee gets caught off from the sides instead. So this is a great catch coming from Mab Esports. Arts now gonna try and stall it for the team, and he is doing phenomenally well, but they also get a tier 2 up top with the minions pushing in.
Yeah, Arts is going to be the primary front line for Geek Fam now, and Mab Esports simply do not have enough damage potential to take him out. They need X-Slash to really start scaling into the late game, but because of all these ganks from Nelby, he's been unable to do so.
Yeah, this is very difficult. You can even see ZQT is struggling to survive, and he might actually die. Breath of Ocean comes in, but can he survive? You don't know. He cannot. That's going to be his downfall as well. The Petrific catches him. X-Slash goes for out there, but not going to be able to connect. And Arts is going to keep him on in bay. As you can see, he's completely pulling him out. Rafa Dry is still available for Red. He's saving up the right moment to turn the tides around, but they just do not have the damage. X-Slash is struggling to clear the minions as well as taking him out.
But Aleph is waiting for the ambush, goes in for the double knockout strike, Rafa the Dry, keeping Arts in place. They've already gotten Maima. Lil B gonna be the next target. Aleph jumps in, and he's gonna be able to get it. Torn apart memory does not do anything. Burpee now jumping onto Nova in the backline. Guiding Winds gets the Matilda out of trouble as Aleph gets a double jab, going to be able to escape a 0-for-2 trade.
Oh my goodness, what a huge catch coming from Aleph as well. Going to the back lines, getting the big heal punch on both Lil B and Mema, dropping down low, keeping things alive, but still, the threat still remains coming from Geek Fam. Arts, how do we deal with this Esmeralda? They need a Demon Hunter Sword on X-Slash, but so far he's been struggling to shut him down, and even with Demon Hunter Sword, I don't think X-Slash is huge enough to contest this at all.
Yeah, they need more time for this Beatrix to scale up, but Mab Esports still has a way out of this. We've seen that they have no problem taking out Burpee, so it's all going to come down to how well they can delay Arts. As long as they leave him for last, Mab Esports can still easily take fights. They just need to avoid being the ones getting engaged on.
Oh my goodness, Arts, he's going to try and bully X-Slash even more, and he's down to his low health, and that's not going to be him in the pool available, as the Lord is going to be already up for grabs. Killing spree coming from X-Slash, but the Lord taking a little bit too much damage. Burpee with the Solis Poison is going to get it. Potentially, yes, he will retreat the Lord, and that is going to be Geek Fam forcing the fight. Art now capturing the back lines, but Aleph making an attempt on Meima's life, but he's going to be caught out over. Tournament is going to be there, but it's just enough damage to shut him down. Art's now going for the Falling Star Moon, and everyone from Mab, they're taking a little bit too much damage. Geek Fam, they bounce back, and they are going to push Mab back to the base.
Geek Fam, really well played overall. They know what Mab Esports are looking for, with Aleph constantly hiding in the bush, looking for the backline ambush. And while he was able to mostly chunk out Maima, Geek Fam responded instantly, with Arts delaying the rest of the backline from joining up with their jungler. Mab Esports are now 4k net worth behind, and things are looking pretty dire as the Luminous Lord pushes down the bottom lane.
Oh, very difficult indeed, but X-Slash not even having the Demon Hunter sword at all. No wonder he doesn't have a lot of damage against these tanks. And this is actually beneficial for Geek Fam because they have the opportunity to actually tie the series because of the plays coming in from X-Slash. Oh my goodness, this is difficult to watch.
The Luminous Lord now going to be crashing down bottom lane. Real world manipulation, drop down. Burpee going for the engage, circling Eagle, immediately executes Maima. Burpee going to get stunned. Olive going for Arts in the back line as Lil B pops the torn apart memory, doesn't get any kills. Arts still solo against Olive, and now Nelby is coming in with the Petrify, secures Kokito. Jab allows him to get away as Bennett's Rage makes enough space for Olive to survive.
Yeah, this is, oh my goodness, very, very hard to play against. But as of now, ZQT not going to be able to do too much for the team. Burpee is going to go in for the invades, but MAB looking for the attempt. Burpee, he's going to be fine with the Shield Unity. So that is going to be the disengage once again. Geek Fam, they've got all the time in the world. They've got 3k gold in terms of economy. And now an attempt coming from Nelby to take X/Light, but do they have what it takes? Oringo comes in, but Nelby is just too tanky for him to shut him down. Meanwhile, the invades coming in from Geek Fam to secure the purple buff, but Nox looks like they will get it up on towards Ali for now, I guess.
Alif does secure it, but Arts is still delaying. He's buying so much time for Geek Fam because MAB simply have no solution for him. Alif, though, he's eyeing Nelby. He knows if he gets the combo, he can go for it, but misses out. Nelby escapes.
Now, this is a tank Fanny, so technically he's going to be having a very difficult time to shut him down, but I'm a little bit more concerned on how X-Dash is going to deal with 3 really, really annoying tanky heroes, which arguably just doesn't have enough damage, and now he's going to switch up a little bit more, and Arts finally starting to hurt a little bit much here, but it's not enough to be called comfort yet. He needs a little bit more, but as of yet, MAB, they just need the big wombo combo, and it's so hard to deal with it considering that Rough Dryers can be countered with the double purifiers coming from Geek Fam.
Yep, and Alif not really able to deal with Nelby either. Nelby just completed the blade armor too, so X-Slash in more trouble as the Falling Star Moon gonna chunk him down to very low HP. Arts gonna get caught out with the Wrath of Dryad while he finally dropped down. No, he's still running away as the rest of MAB are chasing him down. Arts is alive! Real World Manipulation dropped down, ZQT taken out! Ren gonna follow very quickly forward. Double kill going over to Nelby as he now chases down the rest of MAB, zoning them out from the Luminous Lord, which will go easily to the hands of Geek Fam.
Yep, they are looking to tie the series here. The Geek Fan does not want to let the fans down, is supporting him here in the venue itself as a Geek Fan is gonna have a very smooth sailing here. They are 5k economy lead against this, and I'm not gonna lie, the Fanny coming from Nelby is just so annoying to work around with, and MAB, they just have no answer to this.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how effective this has been overall, but I think it's simply because Geek Fam chose a very late point in the draft to bring it out, and MAB simply don't have enough solutions to deal with it. And even if they try to itemize against the Fanny, they also have to consider both Burpee and Arts. Overall, we can see that in terms of items, most of the players are starting to full up. X-Slash has already completed his build. He has the Demon Hunter Sword, he has Malefic Roar, so he should be able to dish out a fair amount of damage. But a lot of the members of Geek Fam have blade armor too.
Yep, it's a little bit too late now, but the Demon Hunter Sword hopefully is going to do a little bit of damage. But you can see he's starting to hurt a little bit more. Burpee is very respectful there, but he is getting stoned out. The Lord is going to do a significant amount of damage here, but MAB will somehow manage to defend. Geek Fam, this is no longer go time for them. They've missed the opportunity. It all comes down to mistakes being made. And here comes the Falling Star Moon. He's going to connect on the Ren as well. Rapid Drive being saved out. He's not going to be able to pop it off, and he doesn't even have it. So that's a good catch coming from Geek Fam. Nova needs to run for his life. He's going to be able to survive. Yes, he will. Here comes Horrible Memories, actually zoned down X-Dash, and he's going to struggle, and he will actually die as Arts completely shut them down, as Arts cannot be killed at all, as Geek Fam looking tired. Soaring Eagle is going to keep him alive for now, but they've lost too much coming in from MAB Esports as Geek Fam looking to close out the series.
Yeah, Geek Fam can just easily run down MAB now, and their main solution for dealing with these tankier heroes, X-Slash, can just be zoned out by Arts or Burpee. They're now going in against Nelby, gonna be joining them. It's gonna be a 3v5 situation as the real world manipulation is dropped down. Rough Wave's gonna be popped. ZQT is alive. Nova gets his immortality popped down. Olive gonna be taken out. Killing spree going to Arts. Over on the other side, ZQT taking a lot of damage. Torn apart memory, not quite enough to finish him out. Nova trying to delay for as long as possible as Red. Flickers with the Wrath of the Dryad. Will it be able to defend the Crystal? Geek Fam just straight up going for it. ZQT gonna get taken out. Burpee just whacking it down. Geek Fam, they don't care. They secure the victory.